Hey everyone, this is just a little quick disclaimer at the start here to tell you that I do know, given the nature of this video, the nature of the topic, that some viewers will find this sensitive to watch. So just letting you know, if you don't want to watch, you don't have to, but yeah. You well and truly never know what goes on behind people's closed doors, and the people you walk beside on the street, on the trains, etc. You never know the type of person that they are, and footage like this truly shows the monsters that are behind closed doors. I don't know how this got onto the internet. I don't know how it ended up in whoever's hands it went into to be able to be posted online, but we're gonna take a look at this. Now, I've probably, most likely, put a disclaimer at the start of this video. Now, I'm gonna say it again. I'll put a timestamp above me or something that you can skip ahead if you don't want to watch or hear the video. And I'll probably blur it because it just will, well, I'm just gonna blur it because if you truly want to see it, then look, you can go on to X and you can find it yourself. So let's unfortunately watch this. So as you can see on the screen, Dad finds out that his daughter was selling her spicy pics online. Now, before we even watch it, actually, I don't know if this title is true. I don't know if the premise of this video is true, because you never know what is going on the internet, really. You just can comment on what you're seeing, but regardless of the reason, this is not just, we'll talk about it, but right, he's dragging her on the floor, right? And then he hits her with like a baby stroller thing while she's on the floor. Yeah, don't play again. So, right. Wow. I mean, where to even begin? If you're joining me at this stage, you've skipped the video. So I'll kind of run through it. The dad is Dad, by the way. I don't even want to call him that, but this man, don't even want to call him that, but, well, this man is hitting the daughter, and with fists, by the way. It's not, you know, your typical, as a child, maybe you get spanked, right? He is hitting her as if this is a street fight, and whilst she's laying on the floor, not moving, he decides, yeah, I'm gonna go even further, and one of those stroller things that babies like, it looks like a car, and they like, you know, move in right across her head because, you know, you haven't made your point clear. Well done. I want to... Wow, I'm going to try and not cut this as much as possible so you can see my raw reaction to this. But I don't care because I know the internet, right? And I know if this title is true and she is actually selling her pictures online, etc., I know the kind of discourse, the kind of stigma that is around such platforms, e.g., you know, Pans. I know, right? And not everyone is a fan, but goodness gracious me, you've taken it too far, you piece of shit. So I know someone, if it reaches a certain demographic, right, they will comment, I'm a simp. They will comment, she deserves it. If you are someone who is typing that right now, I'm sorry, and I don't really care. Fuck you. Now, I can't comment on how he's feeling because I'm not a father. However, if I was a father and my daughter came to me or somehow I found out, which is disturbing, by the way. How did this come up? I don't know if she outright told him, or did he find out somehow. But whatever the case, if I came to the knowledge that my daughter was selling her pictures online, I wouldn't be happy, right? It's not something I would want my daughter or my son. It doesn't matter. I wouldn't want my child to do that. I'd want them to go the traditional route of finding employment. Or, this is on a much lower scale, but my mum was not happy that, I wanted to pursue creating content at first. But she warmed up to me after a while. But again, this is something completely different. But of course, I wouldn't be happy. All right, I understand that it's not something you would expect as a parent. However, that's where I draw the line. That's where all understanding gets cut off. You are a real piece of shit, and so much about this video makes me angry. Now, obviously, the fact that he's beating a woman, let alone his daughter, a woman. I don't care who you are, unless you are actually defending yourself and a woman is chasing you with a pew pew or something. I don't think there's any need to hit a woman. But maybe that's just my opinion, right? And what is my opinion? I'm sitting in this chair, some of you might say. I'm not qualified. However, does it take a professional to say that what this man has done is wrong? He should be locked up. I don't know if anyone who has seen the video has thought of this, but the mother is, I don't know how to describe it, but she doesn't necessarily seem as if she's trying hard enough to make the dad stop. Now, I don't know if that's just me, and I know she's holding another child, but there was no urgency in her movements. So I don't know if I can comment too much on that, but it's an observation, and that also made me angry. The other point, now of course, he's beating his daughter because, it's so abhorrent, but for the life of me, I hope that, now this video was taken in January or March, I don't know, of last year. I hope after this incident, I hope that the mother filed for divorce and these children are in some sort of care, either with the mother elsewhere or just, I don't know, maybe taken away. Because if, the mother didn't seem too eager to get the dad off. So I don't know about that part, but I just hope that they're safe, including the mother, because if this man is willing and has it in him to beat the daughter in front of his wife, in front of the mother, in front of the younger child, and that truly, now I don't know if anyone really knows too much about psychology, etc., but such early childhood experiences, you might think, oh, the baby's not going to remember. But trust me, it impacts in later life, and we do not have to look further than the serial killers that are infamous in our pop culture to know that parents, you need to control your actions. Now, if it's not clear, I hope this man is in prison. I hope this man is locked up. And I mean, if you ever, as this man, even the mother, actually, if they ever wonder in the future why their daughter doesn't speak to them, why their daughter doesn't visit them, why their daughter maybe has put them in a care home, I'm really sorry, but I don't think you can question the daughter's decisions. And speaking of decisions, again, I must reiterate, me personally, I wouldn't like my child to engage or do this type of thing, right, online. However, are they entirely to blame? Because this whole, even porn, right? There's a demand for it. That's why it exists. If something exists, unfortunately, there's a demand for it, right? So, I mean, if the child or your daughter in this instance thought that, she made the decision to do this as her career, maybe, listen, I can't stress this enough. Because you do not agree with the decision, and you might disagree, very strongly, you do not have any right to do this. Now, let's look at the comments, right? Because the comments on X and the comments on social media in general, you can find such a mixed bag of the of people within the pits of social media hell, right? So I haven't seen these. We're going to see these firsthand together. And let's just read some of them. I don't know what to expect, but let's go. He should be in jail. Yes, he should. And I genuinely hope that he was arrested after this. But we'll never know, right? And unfortunately, he went easy. Now, I don't know what to say to this, other than you yourself are also a piece of shit. He went easy. I hope that you never, or your family, I don't know, never has to experience such a tragedy. Because, wow, I don't have words. Because these are the type of people that we walk amongst in the street, and they think it's okay. Yeah. Hit the daughter, it's fine. Because you disagree with a choice she's made in her life. Yeah, beat her. Plot twist, he found out he was paying for a OF. I mean, I still don't understand. And I guess we'll never know how he found out. But if she had the courage to actually tell her parents, then I can only respect her so much for having the courage to do that. And she unfortunately fell victim to a piece of shit that she called a dad. What a beautiful culture. I bet he was Muslim. Wow, 2 comments, which it's very unfortunate that whenever something tragic happens, there are always bigots that decide to put their own, not insecurities, but their own racism into the fold. It doesn't matter if this family is a Muslim family, Christian family, Sikh family. It doesn't matter, right? What he's done is wrong. So get a grip of yourselves. 1 or 2 slaps in the face and no father. This is little too much. I think, well, you've got an Einstein in your display picture, but nothing about what you've said is smart. Now, I don't believe in disciplining your child with physical, right? I don't agree. I've never agreed. I never will agree. I know there are people who think that sort of discipline is okay if you do it a little bit, or, whatever. They've grown up with that sort of discipline. I don't agree with it necessarily, okay? I don't, never will. That's just me. If you think that I'm being, I don't know what's the word, offensive by saying that, I don't know. But this isn't a little too much. This is way, way too much. I don't know. Yeah, I bet she'll never do that again if she lived. Wow. I mean, we're putting laughing emojis now. I bet she'll never do that again. She hasn't, made a mistake and put too much pepper in the pasta, right? Oh, she'll never do that again. Silly. She got beat these comments are insane. I don't want to read any more comments because I think you get the gist of the majority of the comments in this thread are blaming the daughter. Society really is a great society we live in. It's wonderful. Honestly, well and truly. I love being a part of it. I hope this daughter is okay. I hope the mother is okay. I'm still on the fence about her lack of urgency and lack of actual presence in protecting the daughter. I understand she was holding a child, but dad, dad, can I call you a dad? That's horror what you've done here. And if you're able to do that to your own daughter, a woman, then I don't know what else that camera has captured in that household. But I don't know what to say other than stay safe. I'll leave some links in the comments pinned of some phone numbers, etc. that if you are in a similar position, unfortunately, I hope you get the support that you need, and I hope the person who is giving you such trauma meets their fate, right? I don't care if that sounds morbid, but I'll see you guys next time. There'll be no plug to another video here because just no. Please, guys, stay safe and stay safe. Hello, everyone. Before we, sign off of this tragic video, again, I just want to wish everyone safety. If you do need help, please seek it. And whilst I was doing the edit for this, I did realize that perhaps the mother didn't intervene because she too is scared of this man, because that's just one incident, right? As I said, I don't know what else this camera might have captured. We don't know what goes on in this household, so perhaps she was frozen in fear. I mean, she did push the dad off a few times, but I guess maybe there wasn't much she could do. But I don't know, in that moment, I just got a bit heated because I felt like she could have done more for that poor daughter just lying on the floor. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, please stay safe. And by no means think that I'm blaming the mother, right? Never. Yeah, just again, stay safe and live life the way you want to live, right? Even if some people are going to be upset about the decisions that you've made, if you're happy, you're happy.